Star Wars The Clone Wars is returning for a long overdue 7th season, and whether you've forgotten what happened since the series first went off the air in 2013 or are new to this corner of the Star Wars franchise, the Force is your ally. This is everything you need to know about The Clone Wars in 4 minutes. The prequel trilogy shows us the very beginning and end of the Clone Wars conflict. The animated series bridges the gap between episodes 2 and 3, showcasing the many battles that unfolded between the Republic and the Separatist droid armies. Episode 3's opening crawl teased us with the idea that there are heroes on both sides, but the Clone Wars showed us why. Clone Wars not only focuses on iconic movie Jedi like Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Mace Windu, it also introduced Ahsoka Tano, the Padawan we never knew Anakin had. If the series has a single main character, Ahsoka is it, and the first 5 seasons explore Ahsoka's evolution from headstrong pupil to full-fledged Jedi.
The values of the Jedi are sacred to me.
Given the name of the series, it's only fitting that the clones themselves play a huge role in the Clone Wars. Many episodes show fans what it's like to be a faceless grunt bred only for war. They may all look and sound the same, but the clones have their own personalities, from the fearless Captain Rex to rookie soldiers of Domino Squad. Sadly, a happy ending isn't in the cards for most of these heroes. Even Ahsoka's story ends in tragedy as she's framed for a terrorist attack and kicked out of the Jedi Order. Though Ahsoka clears her name, she decides to leave the Jedi after growing disillusioned with her role in the war. Her story continues when a much older Ahsoka returns in Star Wars Rebels, though she also has a big part to play in Season 7 of Clone Wars. The dark side of the Force is also strong in the Clone Wars. The sinister Count Dooku is one of the main villains in the series, along with his pupil Asajj Ventress, and the deadly General Grievous. But just as Ahsoka loses her faith in the Jedi, Asajj slowly comes to realize there isn't much of a future in being the right-hand woman to a Sith Lord.
And now, you shall die.
Dooku and his master, Darth Sidious, aren't the only dark side adepts stirring up trouble. A powerful witch named Mother Talzin and her cult of Night Sisters also frequently stir up trouble in the series. Talzin even recruits Savage Opress and his brother Darth Maul. That's right, Maul managed to survive being sliced in half by Obi-Wan, and he spends much of the series trying to get even.
I will make sure you stay awake long enough to feel every single cut.
Clone Wars adds new layers to the Jedi-Sith conflict, including introducing the supernatural world of Mortis and the powerful beings who embody the different aspects of the Force. Mortis represents a pivotal point in Anakin's journey from Jedi Knight to Dark Lord of the Sith, as he sees a glimpse of the villain he'll become before having his memory erased. The series also introduced the abandoned Sith homeworld of Moraband, and inducts expanded universe characters like Quinlan Vos and Darth Bane into official continuity. When Anakin, Ahsoka, and friends aren't dealing with power-hungry Sith Lords and endless droid armies, they're often facing off against opportunistic bounty hunters like Cad Bane and Aurra Sing. We even see a young Boba Fett take his first steps towards becoming the legend he is in The Empire Strikes Back. Many of the most important Clone Wars storylines center around Mandalore, a world struggling to remain neutral during a time of intergalactic turmoil. Mandalore is initially ruled by Duchess Satine Kryze, Obi-Wan's old friend and possibly more than just a friend. Sadly, Mandalore is torn apart by civil war, as Pre Vizsla and his Death Watch commandos usurp control and attempt to return Mandalore to its warrior roots. Satine herself is killed by Vizsla's partner Maul, who finally finds a way to strike Obi-Wan where it hurts most. Maul then betrays Vizsla to become the new ruler of Mandalore, but that doesn't take long before he's paid a visit by his old master and taken off the board. Basically, Mandalore is a mess in the final days of the Clone Wars, and Season 7 will show us how the world goes from being a hotly contested battleground to being under Imperial rule. And, with any luck, we'll find out just how the series connects to The Mandalorian. Several other familiar faces from the movies appear in the Clone Wars. Padme plays a key role in the war effort as both a diplomat and a warrior, and even Jar Jar Binks chips in from time to time. The Clone Wars also establishes the backstory for Rogue One's Saw Gerrera, as we see a much younger and more idealistic Saw attempting to liberate his homeworld of Onderon. So, there may be heroes on both sides, but ultimately the only winner of the Clone Wars is Sidious himself.
So this is how liberty dies.
And that's everything you need to know about the Clone Wars before the final season starts. For more on the Clone Wars Season 7, find out how it connects to Revenge of the Sith, and why creator Dave Filoni thinks the series needs to end. And for all things Star Wars, keep your targeting computer locked on IGN.